Welcome back to more Tokyo Extreme Racer. So last time we we made a lot. We did a lot of damage to teams from Rebirth the Legend. We just done 2 wonders too, so that's awesome. This time, we're gonna be hopefully taking down these teams. So let's start with B Legend, and first do this right here. So let's take one. Let's get into it now. So what do I want to talk about now? Yeah, let's talk about one of those other topics. I was talking about this one a little bit earlier, but I didn't fully talk about it, so why not? Let's just do it right now. I want to talk a little bit about my music taste. Because again, it's a bit all over the place. Like I mentioned before, I think it's influenced by racing games mainly because again, I played those as very younger when I was more impressionable. So then, something like I mentioned, something like the car is my favorite game because it was used to the intro of the very first game I played, Gran Turismo 2. It was very memorable for me, and like I said, it kind of feels a bit emotional listening to it too. So it feels very meaningful because of that. So again, I really like it. Then there's also after that there's like other games too. I think one funny thing when it comes to racing games and licensed soundtracks is that the stuff that they get away with is interesting. Let's just say, like the stuff they're able to get away with is definitely something, right? Like Neo Zeal Underground's probably a good example. Like the song they built the game is like Get Low or something like that. Yeah, let's just say. But then, so I think after that, obviously there's the other Gran Turismo games. Gran Turismo 4 would also have a song that would kind of influence my taste too. Like once I listened to it, I didn't want to listen to anything else basically. So that was kind of how meaningful it was for me. Looks like we're taking on a team leader here from the last stage. Because Nebula, it's going to be a bit of a long try before the last person from... it's going to be a bit of a long try before the last person, so yeah. So that also means that this part we'll be talking about B Legend. What that team's all about, so yeah. Yes, again, like I said, they're members of the 12 Zodiac's former members, so who have discarded their previous identities, so Anyway, so back to talking about music taste again, like I said, Gran Turismo 4, when I heard I Predict the Riot from the Kaiser Chiefs, I basically didn't want to listen to anything else, so in that game. Although later on, I would also really like the music from Daiki Kasho, who he had composed music for the PS2 Gran Turismo games, for the races. They're really good too. Like Gran Turismo 4 has some really good tracks, and later games that only improve things further, so So again, I really liked his music for those games. They really fit, the driving. There's a mix of, positive and negative emotions too, so it's interesting. And of course, there's EA, obviously, you talked a lot about New Zealand, but Burnout 3 had a very memorable soundtrack. In fact, all of Burnout 3, Burnout Revenge, and Burnout Dominate have really memorable soundtracks to me, so So, Burnout 3 is basically all rock, but the rock tracks I did do, it felt like, that game kind of set in my mind that, rock was my favorite genre of music. I wouldn't say metal, I feel like I don't like metal as much as rock, so So that's why, I think rock is probably my favorite genre. It kind of makes sense, considering, what kind of, it kind of makes sense of what Battlefield's like in racing games, well not racing games, RPGs and stuff anyway. Here's Riotous Blooming Columbus, our last song from B Legend for the team leader. So let's take them on. And you want to keep it on Yokohane. Then after this, it's going to be a bit of a long wait because our last 2 dudes are Shinkanshiro, so and there's no really other teams on Yokohane, so So let's see how it goes. I mean, the good thing is, no, the not good thing is, we are gonna pass the parking area because of Sonic Napoleon. Our team, or the team leader for B Legend. And the front it says, something in French, so I'm not gonna say it. Because he had Napoleon, obviously. He tries the 2014 G card, and he got stuck. Well, that happened. So yeah, that's a classic TXR staple. It doesn't really happen in this game, but yeah, toll booths really mess up the AI, so it's kind of funny that happened there. And you know what? I'm gonna turn around while I talk about my topic. So yeah, because I want the marking area. But anyway, so that's one team done. Let's take up the rest. So yeah, because I think we need to take them all down for what's about to happen. So yeah, the only problem with drawing reverse is that. So yeah. Well, at least he got stuck, but too bad for him, it was way too late, so yeah. But anyways, yeah, back to what I was talking about. So yeah, again, Burnout, yeah, again. So many good tracks in all those games I mentioned. And again, they really influenced the fact that Rock was my favorite track. I think Revenge had a slightly better soundtrack, in my opinion. I think it's just that, I think for me personally, it's just that, yeah, some of the tracks are even more like ripping, I guess you could say, more emotional as well. So I feel like that's why I kind of like, I found some of the individual songs a bit better there. Who's closer? None of them really is the problem. So yeah, you can get more dialogue. Because yeah, this one goes, you know, that way, and then that one goes that way. So yeah, it's all going the wrong way. So yeah, for both of these guys. So is there anything else you could do in the meantime? At least at top level, I could take on actually a couple of dudes before them. So you know what? That's what I'm gonna do. So yeah, let's do that. And we can also get more dialogue here. So yeah. Alrighty. Angry Woman. Chic Sprint is a apparel buyer who absolutely despises Leah fashion. And yeah, there's another person where it's a she instead of he, so yeah. He essentially can't stand Dark Knight's Beetlejuice, who's a Leah fashion designer. If he hears that Beetlejuice lost 5 times, he'll definitely show up all fired up. When he does show, he better destroy Chic Sprint for me. He's simple minded, so he slap on a desire emblem, he'll take the bait. I did do that, so yeah, there's another dude, he needs an affinity sticker, so make sure you have that as well for this stage. So yeah, and yeah, I got it on my Lord's book. Who told you about that? Chun-chan, about Heretic Cannabis? I had a crush on them? I didn't know they were a guy. Sankapus, please be my Canon-chan. Oh, Canon-chan's the main character of Magical Girl, Magical Stella. Oh, you don't want to hear about that? Chun-chan also watches a lot of anime. I even go to Mag-East events together. So yeah, there you go. Alright, anyone else here? Ah, there's a wanderer here. Yeah, let's take on something fun, because you can't take one. Move this a bit to the right, yeah, like that. Make the background color a bit lighter, so the text fonts are more, huh? Oh, this is a battle invitation? Perfect timing, actually. I've been looking for someone to test this cleaner that removes 20 layers of vinyl cleanly. Oh, I'm still on the phone. Hello, tell D about what we discussed there. I'm going for a quick one. Alright. Second, you need more than 20 miles on your car, and he drives the FK2, so we're gonna have a Honda Civic Type R battle here, so yeah, let's do it. So yeah, let's go. Here he is. So yeah, what can we do against him? I mean, we'll just use the nitrous against him, so yeah. Yeah, his car, as you probably accept, it's very colourful. I didn't end up using that much against Son Napoleon, so yeah. But yeah, he is keeping up though, so yeah. He went through that corner really fast, so yeah, that's not great. He's gonna give me problems, I think. Especially because, yeah, he can ride the wall. I can't really, so yeah. So yeah, let's just use a lot of nitrous here to keep up with him. But yeah, another thing about this car too, when compared to RX-7, it feels more raw around the corners. For lack of a better term, so yeah. Yeah, this guy, yeah, he's a problematic one. Because if I don't beat him quickly, then yeah, that could cause problems. Like that. Yeah, I'm definitely not winning this. At least he can go again, right? Yeah, that was not much I could have done there. Other than, not hit the traffic car. But I know I could beat him. It was a nice race. Let's do this again. Oops, phone call, excuse me. Hello, thank you for your help. Yes, thanks to you, I'm doing well. About that Mediterranean escargot flavor stack from the other day? Yes. Alright. Refill. Let's also get tires. I mean, I could also pull the tuner, but again, I don't think I need it. So yeah, I'll give you another go. Looks like, yeah, I'm gonna need a bit more moss, so yeah. Let's do that. And if I keep losing to him, well, F. Basically. So yeah. Alright, let's give him another go. Now, last part was just a bit unfortunate, but I could do better. I think he accelerates really fast. I didn't get the just accelerate too, so that's not great. But again, he can always make a mistake, and that's something we can count on. Yeah, like I said, yeah, around the corners, it feels very raw, I think, so yeah. You can definitely feel, I can feel the car a lot more, so yeah. So yeah. So I'll keep the nitrous on so I can keep up with them. It's not good, but yeah, not good for him. There you go. I knew I could beat him. Now, so yeah. And I win overall because of that, so yeah, there we go. Again, kinda sucks to lose that, but that's okay. It is what it is. Again, losing doesn't matter too much. The job I was working on here won't just leave my head, so I can't get into the groove, haha. But that's another wanderer taken care of, and I'll take that over losing once. Alrighty, so yeah, with that done, yeah, where is this person now? They're down there, so, and where's the freeway person? Because again, we were battling for a long time, so... I mean, the freeway person is actually quite close to Shibaru now, so you know what, let's just go ahead and turn around. So I'll take that. And we got Highway Bomber, who we defeated last time. So I was talking about music. Oh, greatest popper again. Right, a team with family has many benefits. A team of fool who only focus on work starts to think about his family more. Especially regarding my wife. I feel sorry for all the hardships I put her through. When she's driving seriously, she looks amazing. I wonder why Nicola is such a great woman. You! What are you doing here? You promised to have a son look at the tuning, right? Alright, sorry. She gave out a bad time. I don't think she had anything. My naggy wife is here, so I gotta go see you later. Oh, that man. Thanks to you. I had some nice words. Thank you. Alright. So that's a thing. Again, that relationship's a bit of a strange one. That's a thing, sure. And yeah. We surprised Crimson Boy, apparently, so yeah. Again, he wants to basically... He likes what... Basically, yeah, Phantom likes what we... Yeah. They like what they see from us, so they want to use us as a sacrifice, basically. To get, Sith Emperor out, and then, Snake Eyes could beat them, so yeah. Kind of messed up, but kind of makes sense, For a team with more messed up morals, so yeah. But anyway. I do wonder too if I do need to let you choose up with the bosses, because yeah, that Wanderer, yeah, I don't think he's as difficult as the bosses, so that could be a problem. But then again, he's unrequired, so maybe he won't be as bad, we'll see. So yeah, again, music taste. I think the funny thing about Burnt Omni is that it has a lot of good tracks, like yeah, there's, I think it's called Army of Me Going Through Changes, that one's really good too. Again, it kind of does a lot of what Banner Revenge did for me in terms of soundtrack. Like, a lot of emotional tunes that sound really good. Then there's also the fact that, yeah, that soundtrack had like 5 different versions of Girlfriend, which is a not very good song. It's kind of one of those, stupid brain ones. So yeah. Yeah, Banner Paradise had some songs from Dominator 2, so that was interesting as well, so yeah. Anyway, here's an R32, so yeah, so everyone drives a generation of the GTR here, so yeah. He's not letting me past. I don't think I want to waste Nitro on you, obviously, so yeah. So there we go. Yeah, I was like, yeah, the AI is more prone to making mistakes when, they're more prone to making mistakes when you're in front of them, so I guess that's another thing too. So this works out kind of well, because the idea now is we go to the next parking area, and then that will lead us close to top levels. That works out. Again, losing that guy wasn't so bad after all. Because it means that, yeah, more time has passed, so the rivals are close to only deep anyway. Our team leader for Freeway is Blue Comet, who drives a 2017 GTR. And once again, we won't take him lightly. So we'll use a little bit there and get away from him. Luckily, again, I think the C1 suits me a bit better now that I'm in control, because he's more likely to make mistakes now that he's behind, so yeah. And there we go. Pulled away, not too bad. So yeah. Now all that's left is top levels, so yeah. So now we can race towards the parking area. There's Chic Sprint, but problem is that, yeah, we won't be able to take him on before the parking area, so I'm not gonna go for it. Again, Hydrogen Vidge is also around. I could also take him on, but yeah, we can worry about him later when I take on the other dudes. He also got you. This is a bit of a risk. I'm definitely gonna need to use nitrous here, I think. Because I want to get away from this guy. I'm gonna refill it anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And then yeah, I'm gonna indicate, tell him to go this way. So there we go. Because that's now a person from G&K Racing done, so there we go. Again, yeah, priority of the day, take on those team members, so yeah, and yeah, it doesn't seem like it's going to take too long, so that's nice. So let's go in here. Then yeah, after that, yeah, there wasn't much, because like, yeah, it was mostly, you know, me playing games, and then game music became the thing I liked. Hey, got it on my Lord's back. Jun-chan, I heard from character Canopus Desire and Cupid Hours having a girls' night out. That night's Beetlejuice from Desire and the Enchanting White Fairy from Cupid Hours are really close. It's happening. Alright. So yeah, yeah, like I said, after that, oh, you're here, the butterfly effect. It begins as nothing more than a tiny force, like the wind created by a butterfly's wings. They say even the slightest disturbance can eventually bring about great chaos. It's a parable of how the future is impossible to predict. You might just be that wind. So yeah. Alright, so yeah, let's refill the nitro and let's take on top level. So yeah, let's see. So yeah, again, we'll just turn around for him. Again, let's see what we got here. And then once again, our BP is looking good. So again, I might think about game or cars. So yeah. Got more members from the team too. Yeah, like I said, the team's obviously women now, which is interesting. So yeah. So again, we'll turn around and we'll take on top levels team leader and final members. So yeah. So what else does it say? So again, yeah, like, you know, game music became interesting. It'll be mostly what I listen to as well. There's obviously like other things too, like yeah. YouTube videos too. When a YouTube video also uses a song I really liked, I would go after it as well. Pretty much always. Like, yeah. It's always nice that, you know, when the person, you know, marks down what the song is called in the video. They didn't really do that before, and some people still don't do that now. Yeah, I really appreciate when people actually do that, because yeah, it helps a lot. So yeah. But yeah. I remember with a lot of old YouTube channels, there was like an old F1 channel. He would use remixes for his videos. They were like top 10s and stuff, and yeah, some of them were really good. And yeah, I obviously want to find them and list them over and over, so yeah. So there's also that. Yeah, YouTube is also a big influence because of that. And then of course there's also game music too. I'll take on Phantom Beauty here. Go. Guess for my charge, so yeah, let's go. And get the just sorry, that's okay. You know, it's also I realized something too that didn't work out. I wasn't paying attention right there. So something else I realized too is I lost to the FK2 and I said the FL5's better. I still stand by the fact that, yeah, you should get the FL5 because, again, you need a small Wanderer, so it makes sense to go after it, right? So, yeah. I think, yeah, performance-wise it is better, so, yeah. Again, I think it's just like, yeah, Wanderers, especially when they're on your level, they're dangerous, so, yeah. Anyway. Speaking of level, top level's team leader, Tomek Suzuki. He's always been the team leader, I'm pretty sure, so yeah. And he even has the members of the team on the back of the car, I'm pretty sure, so yeah. He drives an Evo 10 as well. Yeah, pretty much everyone. I'm pretty sure everyone tries an Evo 10 in this game. Again, it kind of makes you wish there were more types of Evos in this game, like the Evo 9, for example. Like an import charge, but that's okay. It is what it is, so yeah. But yeah, when I'm locked in, I'm pretty fast, but when I'm not locked in, yeah, that's when the problems happen, I guess. But anyway. So a bit of a rough night, but that'll be the end of it, because yeah, now it's time to see what the story is for Rebirth of Legend. Sitting at Bree with a parker, an eye-catching machine crossed your path, an NSX. Your eyes followed it instinctively, and soon the man who exited the NSX walked toward you. He stopped right in front of you, blocking your way. Yeah, how's my S0? Pretty sweet, right? Jealous? The rider's, looks like you've done some mods. Well, you can tickle with your machine all you want, but if your skills can't keep up, then, you know. How about drinks throughout the 13 Devils 4 Heavenly Kings teach you what real driving's all about? While starting to respond, 3 more street racers appeared. They introduced themselves as Shadow Eyes, Bassoon, Tailgunner, and Dying Star, and they seem to be members of the 4 Heavenly Kings that Dream Spirit mentioned. Cut it out with the crap, nobody asked you to do it, and quit that creepy laugh while you're at it. Your nasty personality is beyond singing at this point, but I can't have him thinking we'll all like you. Besides, the 13th Devil suspended already, and yet you're still going by that name. That's just lame. Huh? I ain't taking fashion advice from some poser who thinks those ugly shades are cool. That hurts. These are to protect against flying attacks. Ugh. They definitely don't suit you, but that's not what matters right now. The Violet-born Angel, you're racing us. You've been away from the Shuto Expressway for quite a while, and things have gone pretty boring around here. I told the Bloodhound for the first time in ages. He was calling you the second coming of the Sith Emperor. We have been comrades in the 13th Devil Sons, but I can't agree with that. The Sith Emperor was our golden era. There's only one legend we recognize, and I'm the only one worthy of being his rival. No, that would be me. Me. Well, we're gonna teach the rookie here all about that stuff. Yeah, you up for it, right, Next Gen Racer? Alright, here they are. Now we're rule breaking outlaw again, I think, so yeah. So anyway, so again, I'm gonna save my BP for upgrades. So yeah, not too long of a night, but we do have a lot of teams to talk about. Did we take out Wanderer? Now I'm trying to... Oh yeah, we did. Something fun who we lost to. So yeah, how could I forget that? So yeah, where is he? There he is. Yeah, Bao, only machines that have 20 vials applied to their body. So yeah, Yuto Kokubo, multimedia producer, a self-proclaimed multimedia producer who often hangs around parking areas, constantly conversing with someone. He claims his wide network is his strength, but no one really knows his profession. He has car heavily invested and suggests good finances. His driving skills are lower than average, and his record is not the greatest. When it comes to a showdown, he snatches away the victory aggressively through sheer car power. And yeah, his car's not bad, that's the thing, sure. Alright, so yeah, we first took on B Legend. So yeah, let me get my notes for this, because they help for this. Alright, so B Legend, a team of legendary street racers who once made a name for themselves on the Shuto Expressway, led by Silent Napoleon, who gathered members that had left the racing world for various reasons. Though they have changed their names, their undeniable presence is recognized for those who knew them back then. They are closely watching the new generation of street racers gain momentum and are ready to defend their legendary status against challenges. So first up we got Xtreme Newton. Legendary street racer once part of the Zodiac, obviously. And yeah, he's the star actor in the troupe led by Silent Napoleon. So yeah, some of them are actors too, which makes sense because, you know, Ashiko Ryoma was too. And he's proud he never gave up his beloved cars, so that's cool. So yeah, this guy, so Xtreme Newton, he used to be called Dark Ringleader when he was a Zodiac member, or Shadow Rebel, one of those two. So yeah, I believe he was part of the Shinkancho in Tokyo Xtreme Zero. He was one of the bosses there. And we got Riotous Blooming Columbus. Also once part of the Zodiac, obviously. He maintains his own style, common precious opponents. And he likes to boast about his victories too, so yeah, make it a bit unpopular. And strong opinions of physical education in technical high schools has been avoided by the members of Roadnots. Interesting. So yeah, he is a reference to, or I won't say reference, he used to be called Blue Pressure from the 12 Zodiacs. He was the area boss for Shinkancho, I believe. So yeah, so that's interesting. Then we got Advancing Genghis Khan, also part of Zodiac obviously, and he quit his office job, moved to his wife's family farm in Hokkaido, so that's cool. And he could resist returning obviously, so yeah. And he raised on Mount Pass in Hokkaido too, so yeah. So that's cool. He used to be called Golden Wind, or Golden Gale as well. One of those two. He was the area boss for C1, for the Zodiacs. Then we got Windscore Journalbook. We're gonna read because she's important. Chinatsu Moriyama, lawyer. Legendary street as once part of the Zodiac. At first glance, she appears to be a stern, elite woman, seemingly unrelated to the race world, but she has a dual personality. When the other persona Eve awakens, her racing spirit ignites. She often scorns the time attack activities popular among the new generation street racers as child's play, displaying arrogant behavior. Her engine tuned with an emphasis on torque boasts overwhelming acceleration, showcasing brilliant drifting while leading. She used to be called Exotic Eve. And not only was she a member of the Zodiacs, but she was also on the 4 Devils in Tokyo Extreme 1. So yeah, and her car actually looks very similar to that appearance. So yeah, because of the stripes. So yeah. And yeah, the 4 Devils, we're going to be meeting another one of the 4 Devils actually very soon. So yeah, from TXR1. They will also become a Zodiac member later. Anyway, after that, we got Fleeting Kongman. Obviously a part of the Zodiac. They used to be a part of the Zodiac. He's a voice actor, and he's worked on Area 3 movies and children's programs. That's cool. And he also starred in an anime with the protagonist as a street racer, so yeah. And it's been kind of a playful gentleman. That's pretty cool. He used to be called Hard Riff in TXR 0. He was also a boss from the Shinkancho Aircraft, so yeah. Then after that, Lightspeed Goemon, also part of the Zodiac. And he loves the Shuto, she's diverse to the hardest street racers. And he previously knew all the Dayon street racers, but yeah, many teams have emerged, so yeah. Main job now is a calligrapher, known for his avant-garde style. Which, yeah, you know what, he's called Goemon, so that kind of makes sense, so yeah. But anyway, he used to be called Queen's Knight, or White Knight, I believe. One of those two. He was one of the bosses who would boss rush you on Yokohane, I believe. It's either Yokohane or the Wangan, because yeah. When I say boss rush, basically there's 3 dudes who fight you at once from the Zodiac in Tokyo Extreme 0 when you're going down either the Wangan or Yokohane. So yeah, you fight, that means you knock out 6 of them right there, so yeah. Anyway, last up, not a previous member of the Zodiacs, he kind of just reunited them all together basically. Sergeant Napoleon, Yuji Kagioka, stage director. Several years ago, he convinced members who had drifted away from the racing world for various reasons to come back, reviving them as B-Legend. He aims to become a new legend in the Shuko Express with his comrades. Recently, he has been focusing on promising street racers who can name for themselves, seeing a reflection of a street race who dominated the Shuko Expressway 4 years ago. He outmaneuvers opponents with the immense power of his newly acquired R35, maintaining ideal line performance. So there we go. Then we got Freeway, a team that naturally formed around GTR drivers. They take pride in driving Japan's representative sports machines and do not tolerate any action that disgraces honor. The team's relationship with Rolling Guy, of all teams, worsened after accepting members who left that team without permission, leading to a deep rift. Though they have an exclusive atmosphere, the internal cohesion is strong, ensuring a solid support system within the team. Alright. So apparently, yeah, some of these guys used to be a part of Rolling Guy, interesting enough. And yeah, first up we got Pure White, who met Blue Comet during a program recording, And yeah, he's the one who's trying to practice being an announcer at the park here earlier, so yeah. And yeah, he's also his father, strong attached to detail, and carefully treating his beloved being R34 and the guy's accelerated junkie. So that's cool. Then after that, we've got Highway Bomber, Yuki Wada. And yeah, he's starting his own business. He used the experience at a dishware manufactured over the restaurant. And yeah, Silverbox helped him develop the shop, interesting enough, so yeah. Business apparently keeps it too busy to race, so yeah. So he doesn't go out often, it seems. Then we got Accelerator Junkie, who, yeah, he owns a auto parts store, so yeah. So probably, yeah, pretty important for the team there. They can get parts from him, obviously, so yeah. And yeah, apparently his business is booming, so that's good to know too. So there we go. Then we got Crystal Knights, who believes in clean battles, calm and collected. There's also he's a pet groomer. I didn't know that was actually a job. I guess that makes sense. It's like the, you know, the grooming you could do at Pokemon, I guess. But anyway. Apparently in Black Soul Nature's called conflict with teammates, so that's a thing. And yeah, thanks to Miesha Volnica, the relationship amended, so now he's, you know, a better part of the team now. Then we got Ultimate Killer, who I believe has been around for a long time because Freeway has been here since TXR1, so yeah. He was part of the team back then, so yeah. Yeah, he's all about, you know, safe driving, time management. Apparently he's different behind the wheel though, so that makes sense. Late breaking the corners shows his absolute trust his beloved BNR34, so yeah. And yeah, all of them obviously love the GTR because again, this is a GTR only team, so yeah. Then we got Silver Fox, who now tries the R35. Apparently he got involved in a cooking show through Blue Comet, so that's interesting. And your name became well known, this is thriving, now in the switch cars, so yeah, that's cool. It stars like a fox hunting its prey, hence the name. Then we got Orange Head. This is the dude who left Rolling Guy, apparently. So yeah, because he liked the R34, so yeah. And yeah, the Rolling Guys didn't like that, but hey, it is what it is, right? So yeah. Anyway, that this character is torn about returning to his previous team, so that's a thing. And then finally, we got Blue Comet. Haruhiko Koyama, entertainer. He appeared on TV as a weather forecaster, using his celebrity parents' influence, but scandal severely reduced his work opportunities to make reduced his work opportunities. To make a comeback, he returned to video streaming and found success with a character likening romantic outcomes to weather phenomena, earning a modest following. However, he transformed to a sharp street racer when driving his car. After switching a fully tuned R35 with a custom-designed hard-power unit and a thoroughly lightweight body, his explosive acceleration on show race is like a comet. And finally, we got Top Level, a team led by rally driver Tomoe Suzuki and closer Mitsubishi vehicles. They view the Subaru team Another Star as rivals. The members' skills are high due to precise guidance from the rally driver. Initially taken lightly because of the many female members, the skills are now well known. Completely overturning that image, they advocate clean drive with penalties such as washing all team machines for violations. So yeah, we got Awakening Nova, who streams videos in Influencer, so yeah. Cultivates a female viewers as a charismatic driver, so that's cool. And yeah, it's going around bigger. And yeah, Bowser's also a professional racer, so that's cool. Then we got Midnight Furrow. And apparently has a sensitive heart and not the view that is by movies. So that's kind of cool. It's gonna be a downfall though, so separating from format critical moments, so that's good to know. Actually, harvesting is for Tomoe Suzuki, so yeah, but apparently he's not very respected to it, so leaving it to cry in a heart. Then we got Legendary Worker, former rally driver, obviously. And he's been competing with Tomoe Suzuki since his rally days, but yeah, considering Tomoe Suzuki's teammate, he can't surpass him, so yeah. So that's the thing. And yeah, Via by close to pass in Chicana, which he did mention, so yeah. He's just trying to get better and better to be more worthy of his team leader. Then we got Tragic Red Tears, always in turmoil over love. That's not great. I think it's time to tell Fran she quickly gets boyfriends so they never last, so yeah, that's heartbreaking. But when she's heartbroken, she does well in battles, so yeah. That's interesting. She also indeed just opponents are shut to driving, so yeah. but Tamaki Suzuki's helped decrease that. Then you have Phantom Beauty. She used to borrow a boyfriend's card to try, but she got owned, so yeah, she got a CZ or A. So there you go. You should change it for comfort, and it's on the same chain as a boyfriend, so yeah. At least, yeah, she still has the boyfriend, right? So yeah. It's saying that, yeah, this team has not the best track when it comes to love, especially considering this guy, but anyway. Here's Tamaki Suzuki. Kenji Suzuki, Hardless Floor Manager, a legendary driver of records in the rally world. He became interested in battling with people and came to the Shuto Expressway. Over time, his passion for this grew strong in him for rallies, and it became natural for him to race her. At one point, he was concerned about the high female ratio in the team, but everyone's skills are impeccable. And the atmosphere isn't bad, so he no longer worries. He can master any car in no time, often running team members' cars to give self advice. So there we go. That'll be it then. So next time, we've got 4 bosses to take on. So yeah, the big 4 of the 13 Devils. We got Dreaming Spirit, who's right next to that. We got Dying Star on the C1. We've got Shadow Eyes, also on the C1, normally on Yokohane. And then actually on Okahane, pursuing Tail Gunner. So yeah, and once we beat all of them, the final boss is going to appear for Rise of the Generations. So that's awesome. As for BP, again, I think I'm going to save up and then decide what to do from there. But again, technically, yeah, I could probably afford to buy some cars now for the BP, so yeah. You know, do I bite the bullet, I wonder? I'm going to bite the bullet. Let's get the GI Yaris, at least. And then we'll worry about the rest later. So there we go. And I'll buy it, because why not? Yeah, so we got the garage space, that's not too much of a problem, so yeah. So I get this GI Yaris. I'm not going to switch to it. I'll prepare it for the next part, I guess. Or next time I need to use it, obviously, so yeah. But anyway, so that done, yeah. Next time, yeah, we're going to be taking on the big 4 of the 13 Devils. So yeah, look forward to that, and I'll see you guys again for